Here's a very silly poem which I wrote before I moved to the West End of London when I lived in the East End. It's called The Coming. The Coming by Patrick Bell. On Thursday, I met an angel. She was in Tesco buying an orange, which makes the start of this poem tricky because nothing rhymes with orange. Anyway, there we were, reaching for the same ripe fruit. Our eyes met as our fingers did, and immediately I knew it. Choirs sang, lightning flashed, cupids rained down their arrows, most of which pierced my heart, although one strayed in to the marrows. Gobsmacked I was and spellbound by her angelic smile. I stammered, "Do you come here often?" "Yes," she breathed, "once in a while." We were still both holding the orange. "You take it," she softly said, as an entire flock of lovebirds fluttered around her head. I'm afraid I couldn't think straight, and instead of being a gent, I plonked the orange in my basket, and off I stupidly went. But going through the checkout, I had a good idea, and I hung around in the car park, hoping that I might see her. Eventually she emerged, almost floating with each stride, and unlocked a yellow Astra van with a blue sign-written side. A.K. Armitage, plumbers, the blue sign writing said. If you're fed up with the cowboys, try the Indians instead. I scribbled down the number, and it never occurred to me that angels probably do not work as plumbers in London E3. That night I telephoned Andy. I need some advice, I sighed. How do you seduce an angel, and have you ever tried? Don't be so daft, said Andy. Angels don't exist. They do. I met one in Tesco. Andy replied, Are you pissed? No, I'm sure that she's an angel. I know so deep in my brains. He asked if she'd done any miracles. No, I think she mends drains. How do you seduce an angel? I'm desperate to know. I've got her work phone number, but I'm scared to have a go. Is there an ecclesiastical chat-up line? My etiquette knowledge is vague, and if God knew what my intentions were, would he strike me down with a plague? And if I asked her to dance with me with my mind on other things, and put my hand in her blouse, would I discover wings? And are they all Vestal virgins, or even hermaphrodites? Or would it be like in the crying game, if I slid off her tights? I began to agree with Andy. I was going bad after all. But he said, well, if you fancy her, why don't you give her a call? But I did not have the bottle, so I will never know whether there's an angel employed as a plumber in Bow. But I've always had the feeling, wherever I may be, those eyes which met mine in the fruit and veg are watching over me. Thank you.